Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. Today is the 13th. Today is the 13th of May 2024, y'all. This year ain't waiting for nobody. This year is going ahead and getting right on out the way. Oh my God, I can't keep up with the time. Let's go ahead and pull a fairy oracle for this day. Universe creator, spirit guides, please give us the collective a word of wisdom, words of wisdom from the fairy realm, just for us for this day. Here we go, y'all. Woo, I'm discombobulated. Here we go. A blessing just for us, universe. Here we go. Ooh, we get magical blessings. All right, listen to this. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Okay, let me read this again because this is saying, y'all spread your blessings around today. Know that you are blessed and know that you can bless others. Listen to this blessing. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. And I want you to look at this card. Look at these three fairies. They're channeling their energy into the sky. Guys, that's what it is. When we pray, when we send our energy, when we're praying for ourselves, when we're praying for others, this is what we're doing. We're sending that energy into the to the universe, into the astral, into the all. Greetings and salutations, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Let me get over here. I see names I've never seen before. Let me say hello to everybody, starting at the top. Greetings, Denny, my friend. Greetings, Carmen. And thank you for asking about my weekend. It was spectacular. Thank you so much. Greetings and salutations, spirits beyond the stars. Greetings, my friend. Greetings and salutations, Risa, my friends. Greetings, Preston. Greetings, my friend. Greetings, Blue. Greetings, Deanna. Greetings and salutations. Is it Deanna or Dina? Adenia? Oh, please. If it is Denia or Deanna, please dumb it down for me so that I can say your name properly, if you would not mind. Greetings and salutations to you. Greetings, Bird. Greetings. Okay, D. Greetings, D. Greetings and salutations to all of my friends, all of the collective. Greetings, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. Actually, you know what? Um, First question was from Denny. Denny wants to know about the stock market. Not that there's a problem, but Denny says with the economy doing what it's doing, Denny wants to know. I want to know too. Well, let's ask it this way. Will the stock market crash in 2024? Let's ask that question here right now. Universe, creator, spirit guides, hold on, don't want to influence these cards. Will the stock market crash in the year 2024? Yes or no? Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Tarot says that we may have something happen with our stock market this year. Don't be afraid. Don't let nothing throw you off your own game. Understand, 2024 is going to be a year that the 1%, the ultra rich, the ultra wealthy, the ones who control everything, are going to be using fear and fear tactics to control the masses. If the stock market crashes, guys, for 90% of us, that's not going to be a big deal because we're not trading on the stock market. And I need everybody to understand what the stock market truly is. The stock market is the biggest casino in the world. That's what it is. It is where rich people and poor people take money, just like you're going to a casino right here in Las Vegas. They find something that looks interesting to them. They put money in, they pull the handle and hope that either immediately or over time that they will get a return from it. The stock market is organized gambling. The stock market is the biggest casino in the world. And if you could put it in your mind like that, then you wouldn't be so worried when bad things happen to it. You have a lot of very rich, very unethical, could even say evil people who are manipulating the prices of everything through the stock market. So understand, if that thing collapses, the ones that it will hurt immediately and the hardest are the same ones who are manipulating it and keeping it out of the hands of everyone and using it as their own piggy bank. If it is to fall, y'all, let it. These institutions have got to. This is what is holding us in the slave matrix. The want of money, the want of riches, the want to have more than our neighbor. D says they want to not pay taxes, so they're going to crash everything so that Rumps gets back in. And they may be trying to get old Donnie Dump Truck back in. Don't even worry about that, y'all. If that man survives the summer, I will be amazed. But please don't worry about him becoming president. As much as they're doing, guys, the tide is changing, and the thing that the 1% is afraid of is already happening. People are waking up. People are seriously waking up, and people are vocalizing their displeasure with everything, including the Democrats, and as they should, because remember, y'all, Democrat or Republican, it does not matter. Both sides are corrupt. Both sides are a appendage of the same corrupt bird. Remember, it's the bird that is the evil, horrible thing. The right wing and the left wing are just appendages. The bird is evil. Please, y'all, don't hero worship politicians. There is not one politician in Washington today that gives one damn about you, about how you eat today, about whether you're hot or cold. Not one person in Washington has you on their mind. Remember that. Remember that. Remember, they use our troubles as platforms to run on. Right now, it's women's health, women's right to exist, women's right to have a say about what happens to our body. Understand that these men in all these high places are trying to reduce women to the relegate women to animal status. Basically, just like they did with people of African descent or people who are melanated. You know, the first thing in control and this is males, guys, these are the ones who are in control. The first thing that they do is to villainize those that they want to control. So they turn a woman into not a human, You're cattle. You are nothing but a brood mare. Your whole existence on this planet, from government to government, is nothing else but to provide pleasure to men and to make babies. That is your whole job. Don't say nothing. Nobody wants to hear what your opinion or anything. Your job is to lay down, let a man take your body and spit out babies. And that is what we are seeing in our political purview right now. Don't get it twisted. Don't give these people a buy. They are showing you exactly what and who they are. And this is how they have described the African diaspora this whole time. So all you non-melanated people, understand, now y'all are about to get exactly what we have been living under all of this time. The understanding is about to become very real. It is about to become very real because you were protected before, but now you're just one of us. And there's nobody to come and save you. There's a good story. There's a good poem about seeing people, the government coming after people, and a person who is not affected by it, seeing what's going on. But because it's not affecting them, they can turn a blind eye to it and walk away. Oh, that's their problem. But when that same government comes and that is now in your face, and you're looking around now for someone to come and help you, remember, if you didn't lift a finger to help your fellow man, in the end, if you were the protected ones, the ones who could have protected you are already gone. So when it comes to you and you're looking around, ain't gonna be nobody there to help you. All right, y'all, let me stop preaching. Greetings and salutations, y'all. I'm going backwards. I don't want to miss anything. I see your question, Blue. I'm gonna get to it. Let me say greetings to everyone. Greetings, Risa. Greetings, Blue. Greetings, Bird. Greetings, Addie. Greetings and salutations. Okay. Greetings, Linda. Greetings and salutations. Okay, Blue has a question. Blue says, is Arizona going to make more accessible recycling centers in the future? I have to drive 19 miles to recycle in Phoenix because my apartment does not do recycling. And I hate to tell you this, Blue, and I know this, but this is the truth. Recycling is as wonderful as it would be if they would do it. That is, guys, even if you have two different buckets that you put on the curb every week for the garbage man to come pick up, and one is recyclables only, the chances are that all of that trash gets mixed together and is put in landfills. Yes, there are some agencies that take bottles and recycle bottles, but they are few and far between. The ultra rich aren't concerned in saving money. They're concerned in wrecking this planet. I am so sorry, but let's go ahead and ask this question for Blue. But I just want you to understand, Blue, that most of these recycling centers that we actually have are recycling centers in name only. They may pull out some things, but the rest of it just goes in the trash with everything else. That is another thing that they have lied to us. Literally, get us to separate stuff just so we can feel like we're helping. While when they get it back to wherever they take it to, they just mix the trash together and throw it in landfills. Don't believe me? Look it up for yourself. But let's go ahead and ask this question for Blue. Universe Creator Spirit Guides, will Arizona make more accessible or more recycling centers in the near future? Will Arizona make more recycling centers in the near future? There you go. You got a yes, Blue. Yes, you've got a yes. Hope, recognition, inspiration. So hopefully somebody will. Hopefully somebody will take the recycling centers and do what they're supposed to do. But I'm saying this because I want y'all to remember that 90% of our plastic waste from America winds up in India and Africa, in the oceans, because that's what America is best for, polluting, just dumping our garbage everywhere. And other countries, Bali, other countries are swimming in American plastic garbage. It's the truth. Don't believe me. Look it up. Okay, here we go. Spirit says, I was reading that Nancy Pelosi will be coming under investigation for stock trade. Nancy Pelosi should be in jail for insider trading. That woman she went into politics a millionaire. She's a billionaire in politics now. How do you think Nancy Pelosi is making her money? I'm telling you, all of these people in Congress and in the Senate are prostitutes. They sell their vote, they sell their yay and their nay. They are prostitutes. They sell their body for money. They sell their minds for money. Nancy Pelosi is a political prostitute, okay? Donald Trump is a political prostitute. Understand what these people are. And when you can categorize them properly, then you can understand. When I say don't trust the government, this is what I'm talking about, because these are the type of people that you are entrusting your livelihood to a bunch of whores. A bunch of whores. I said it. I ain't taking it back. For entertainment purposes only. Here we go. Universe creator spirit guides. Is Nancy Pelosi about to finally be investigated for insider trading? Yes or no? Yes, she is. And we got the sun, which she should get. Yes, yes, yes. Crooked. And I am not mimicking Trump. I am calling these people what they are. If you are hung up on Democrat or Republican, you are already lost. If you believe that anybody sitting in Washington is going to save you from these high prices, then you're already lost. Nobody in Washington gives a damn about us. They care about themselves and their paycheck. They care about themselves and their donors, whoever they're giving their yes vote to, whoever's giving them a vacation home, a free flight to somebody's debauchery island. Stop hero worshiping people, especially politicians. Understand the only reason that they are where they are is because they are expert liars. Period. They convinced a whole bunch of people to vote for them, to say, you're my guy. You're the most popular in my mind, because that's all it is. Everybody sitting in Congress, everyone sitting in the Senate, even the person sitting in the White House are only there because they won a popularity contest. Period. Not one of these people has stood up and done anything heroic for us. Nobody has proven that they are here to work for us. No, they get up, talk in their little microphone, point their finger at that guy and say, I'm better than him, vote for me. Understand the premise of all of this, y'all. Understand. Pull the wet blanket from off of you. Let your skin see and feel the sun. Stop letting rich people piss on your head and telling you it's raining. All right. Spirit says Bill Gates is already selling all of his Apple stocks and other stocks. He says there will be a collapse in the market. Well, there you go. If they're going to cause the collapse to happen, well, they're just going to walk away with all their money then, aren't they? Pay attention, y'all. If you are in the stock market, diversify. That's all I got to say. If you are playing the stock market, diversify. And if you have a whole bunch of high risk trades, I would sell them, and especially if they worth a whole lot of money, sell them. Put your money in the bank for a little while. Let the stock market do what it's going to do. You'll still be holding on to your money. Greetings, Mildred. Greetings, Bird. Greetings, Dee. D. Greetings. I'm sorry. Greetings, Pisces greeter. Greetings, Vivian and Sonia Diana. Greetings and salutations. You're right, Denny. We all need to, but so many people would be so afraid just because right now the alternative to not voting would be saying that Donald Trump could be the president again. And that's how they keep people in control with fear. Just putting a person like Donald Trump as the alternative will keep a whole lot of people voting out of pure fear. Blue says, for the most part, we all know what kind of people won. The most popular in high school. Politics is no different. Exactly. It is absolutely no different. Spirit says, we are all under the European slavery law. What is the European slavery law? It's when someone is a slave who does work and gets paid for it. And that's what they consider us all to be. Yep, you are absolutely right. All right. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you for entertainment and educational purposes only. Woo! All right, here we go, y'all. Now I can finally get to the questions on my page. Question number 1. First question is from Sharon. Sharon asks, there was some knocking down in her basement the other night. Something sounded like it was moving around. The cat even went to the stairs and looked down there because the cat heard it too. Are there supernatural spirits in Sharon's home? We already know that there are. Is there a message for him? You don't have a message, Sharon. There's no message. If those noises and things that are going bump in your house are becoming bothersome for you, you need to sage. You need to sage. Go down there with a full bundle. Get a big sage. Hold on a second. Let me grab my big sage. Get your big sage. Break it up. Now, there's a whole bunch of people be trying to just burn this whole big old sage bundle. Y'all, break your sage up. It burns a whole lot easier and it lasts a long time. And you don't run the risk of burning your house down. So get you some sage. Break it up. Put it into your little abalone shell. Get a feather. Pray for peace. Light your sage. Take your feather from the top of your stairs to the bottom. Watch the smoke while you repeat your prayer. If you want the entity to leave or be quiet, say that. If you need to know what the entity wants, ask that while you're smudging. This is smudging, okay? And then walk around your entire basement while you're wisping the smoke into all the corners of the room, around all the windows, if there's more than one, and if there's more than one doorway down there, around all the doorways. If you want the entity to leave, ask it to leave. If you would like the entity to just be cool to where it's not bothering you, say that. Number one thing is to not be afraid. Use the things that nature has given us to break up negative energy or to clear our spaces. All right? But don't let fear creep in. Handle negative energy immediately. Sage, cloves, Ginger. Use what we have available to change the energy. All right. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, I'm going backwards, y'all. Spirits Beyond the Stars says, I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I believe there's going to be a lot of disappointed people after the election. It's not, but the election is not going to change a damn thing. You're right. Not one election has, and we are in a time of change. Guys, understand everything is changing. Don't be afraid of it though, and especially don't be so invested in these politics. You look at it, nothing makes sense. Donald Trump has 93 charges against him. 93 charges, and you see that the United States government is allowing this cretin to remain free. This is not real. They are showing us that they are stringing us along. They have a carrot out in front of our heads to say, keep following us. We know it looks ridiculous. This is all BS, but just keep following us. Ignore the carrot. Turn the television off. Stop following politics. Guess what? When you don't know what's happening in politics, guess what it doesn't do? It don't affect your life. That's the truth. When you don't know what these muckety mucks are doing, when you have no idea what they're doing, guess what it don't do? It don't have an effect on you. It can only have an effect on your life if you are vibrating on that frequency. Change the channel. Change the channel. Stop looking at these underwear stains of people and believing anything that they say. Then he says, every person in government is a criminal, but the so-called criminals, police, judges, and so put people they call criminals in jail, whether they did crime or not. Right. And that's how they have control over us. The criminals are running the system. The criminals get to make the rules for everyone else. And the criminals get to decide who the criminals are. Us or them. And they always choose us, y'all. They always choose us. Greetings, Pisces greeter. Greetings, Helly Kip. Greetings and salutations. Thank you, Helly. Thank you. And y'all, I have had these bendies, and I still can't find the center of my head. Look at that. I can't find the center of my head to save my life. Even with glue, it's about an inch. Or maybe I just have a lopsided head. But it's okay. But thank you. Thank you, Helly. Thank you. Then he says, Merrick Garland has all the evidence for January 6th, and yet nothing can happen. I can get a fifth grader to have already prosecuted Trump and thrown him in jail. Yes, and not only Trump, because January 6th would put a whole bunch of people in jail. Every single one of those congressmen that abandoned their oath and voted to not certify the vote should be in prison. Actually, by the laws of the United States, they should have been taken out back and shot. Treason. Again, F. Merrick Garland, he is a part of the government. He is a part of the plan. Biden could have replaced Merrick Garland and put somebody in there who was gung-ho about prosecuting people. Why didn't he do that? Because he's following the script. Okay? Understand this. Joe Biden, and y'all understand, because I'm going to say this again because people need to know. Again, I am not against good people. I am not against nobody who wants to make life for us American people better. But I am 100% against giving somebody my undying fealty when they are nothing but an opportunist, a crook, a cretin, and a rich muckety muck who just wants more of money and finances. And I'm sorry, not sorry. But as long as Biden is sending weapons to kill Palestinians to Israel, as long as Biden is making free speech about Israel a crime, as long as Biden is pointing his finger at our American children in college and saying, stop protesting against Israel, I ain't got nothing to say about that man. He is no better than a piece of dog shit on the bottom of my shoe, because he has already shown you, me, and everybody exactly who he is. Don't get it twisted, and don't become like the freaking Trump psychopaths and start making excuses on why Biden can't do decent things for regular people. Please don't become them people. Please don't start making excuses for a grown-ass man who can speak for his damn self. You got these doggone Trump supporters talking about it's cool to wear diapers. Don't become them. Vivian says the corporations have bought our government for their legislation laws to favor their own personal wealth. Yep, and that's how every one of those politicians who are sitting in Congress and in the Senate get rich, because the corporations just pick them, find the amount of money that these people are willing to sell their souls for, and immediately cut them a check. And guys, some of these folks are cheap. Dirt cheap. You got people almost illiterate ass Lauren Boebert. I said, when I say these people are prostitutes, understand, look at them and look at how they're prostituting our democracy. Oh, I'm sorry, A-Dub, and I am yelling today. I am so sorry. I am yelling about politicians. Mildred, greetings, Mildred. Mildred says, has there ever been a treason case in our lifetime? No. Well, except for way back in the day. What was his name? We learned about him in history. Oh my gosh, it was when the British were coming. What was his name? Oh my goodness. He was the traitor. Benedict Arnold. The last traitor that we have heard from in our history was Benedict Arnold. And we have had traitor after traitor after traitor after this guy. Oh, they did something to Benedict Arnold, but they ain't did nothing to nobody else. Ain't nothing to nobody else. Oh, Tricky Dick. The Republicans said, dude, you got to step down. You got to quit being the president, or else we gonna have to send you to jail. So even then, instead of them doing the right thing, saying you are a criminal, you hurt our country, we are going to hold you accountable. No, they gave him a 5-minute head start and said, dude, get out of here, or we're going to have to come after you. They gave him a 5-minute head start to hit the bricks. And then the next president after him went ahead and pardoned him, so nobody would ever come after him. Understand, y'all. This is why I'm telling y'all, don't trust the government. They write their own rules. They allow outside corporations to come in and flood their members with dirty money. And then they sit in their ivory towers looking down at us and calling us lazy, ungrateful, or maybe we should just get a job and earn our living, when them people are getting paid. They're paid prostitutes. They're paid to lay on their back, open their legs, and take it. Greetings, Andrea. Greetings. Oh, did I miss something? Thank you. I am preaching today, Vivian. Yes, I am. Helly says, oh, I missed something. Hold on. Vivian says, it takes communities such as ours to bring people back to reality. Continue to support our community and reality. And that is it, y'all, because this awakening, that's what it's about. It's about being able to see past the blinders that they put in front of our eyes, to see that all of these famous people that they put in front of us are chosen to be there. They put in front of us the people who will keep leading us down the path of destruction. The music that they have us and our children listening to is to break down your own defenses and to get on board with some diabolical shit, y'all. Don't worry though. This awakening is real. Turn off your radio when you're driving. If you can't find a time for silence, find it in your car. Turn off the radio. Refuse to listen to music. This is a time for you to connect with your own self. You will be amazed at how much you can think about from your house to the grocery store, how much you can contemplate when there's no distractions, when there's no noise. The way that we heal, guys, is silence. That's what we need to search for. Find a time just to be silent, to be quiet, to hear what are your thoughts and what is coming from outside. Silence is where we heal. Silence is where we grow. Silence is where we recover. Learn the power of silence. And it doesn't have to be for extended periods of time. But guys, if you can learn to turn that radio off, your life will change because you'll be listening to yourself. Nobody else's influence will be in there. It's all you. Turn off the noise so that you can tune in to you. All right. Helly says, I have 65% Caucasian. I know that most white people think because they can't tell that I am black. Helly, one of my children is the same as you. She's biracial, but even in the hospital, they that was a white baby. So I know what you mean. And she said that too. She hears all kinds of stuff when she used to talk to me, that she used to hear all kinds of stuff because people didn't know she was black. So she knew what was being said about people, about black people, about other people, because they thought that she was one of them. I feel you, Helly. I feel you. Linda said, oh, never. That's not a question. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm still going through the chat. So give me a second. A-Dub says, if felons can't vote, how is the government going to reconcile Donnie having a felony and running for president? Well, he's got it. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. How having a felon run for president. But you can be a felon and run for president. You can be in prison and run for president. You just can't be in prison and vote in the presidential election. But you can be in prison and run for president. Ain't no laws against it. The only thing you have to be is a citizen of a certain age. Government don't care what you did. You could be Manson. So the felons can't vote, but you can be a felon in prison and become president. Yes, you can. Uh-oh, who we talking about getting locked up? Who is the she? I done missed something. Y'all remember, the questions in the chat, please put them in all caps so that I can find them. D says Hamas is not hanging around Gaza. They are somewhere else, not in Gaza. Exactly. But this is what Israel is doing. They keep blowing up Gaza saying Hamas is there. Hamas is a gang. Hamas is a gang like the Crips or the Bloods. Hamas is not a group of people, a defined group of people. It could be 10 of them, it could be 100 of them, but it's a gang. What Israel is doing is genocide. Okay, I'm reading the questions. So again, y'all, please, if something that I need to see, please put it in all caps. Spirit says the politicians on both sides do not want to don't want us protesting. They would run for us to sit on our hands and to let them do whatever they please. You're right. Linda says, I am an old white lady raised in Tennessee, but took a long time to realize it. Our parents had a big secret, had us white in 1950, but we are mixed race for those times for real. Yep. And there's a whole bunch of white folks that are black because of the laws, the Jim Crow laws. Understand, y'all, so many of the people who were enslaved had biracial children because the people who were owning those other people were raping the women and procreating with these women, creating a whole new group of people to which most of us American black people and American white people belong to. We are all mixed race. Yes, we are. It was a heinous way of becoming mixed race, but it is a way that we became mixed race. It's how it happened. And there's so many people out there that are white that think, oh, I'm just white. No, there number one, there ain't no such thing as white. There ain't no such thing as black. We are people. We have places that we came from, except when it comes to America. And then you find out, some of us Americans, you find out who the real people are when you take a 23andMe, and instead of it saying that you come from this group of people and this group of people, that it says you come from everybody. How can one person be everything when you only know one grandmother and one grandfather? And then how do other certain people can be German or Spanish from one area? Not if you're in America, though. And if you're one of those people who've done a 23andMe, and 23andMe is the one that breaks it down, because I have both. I have Ancestry and 23andMe. 23andMe breaks it down on how much of each ethnicity I have in me. But I have not one person that I know, that's outside of my first cousins. I don't know none of these people. None of them. Never heard of none of them. None of them. I know like 10 people. How am I Scandinavian, English, Irish, Spanish, Native American, Austronesian? Got a little African in me. I've got Thai, Khmer, Myanmar, Chinese. How? I got one grandma, one grandpa. Well, two and two. I don't know my father's people, but I know my mother's people. But still, I don't know nobody. How? And that's an American thing. So if you are an American person that's been here and your ancestry says that you are the world, no. We were created. And some of us are black and some of us are white. It just depends on how much melanin came through. But here in the Americas, we are all mutts. We have so much mixed blood in us, but can't tell where it came from. Where'd the Asian in me come from? When did it come from? I have no recollection of not one Asian ancestor my whole life, but I have Asian in me. How? That's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what I was saying, but I was saying it. All right. Okay, here we go. I was just ranting. Oh, A-Dub says, same, found out in adulthood my bio dad was not white. Wow. Greetings, Dakota. Yeah, we're all learning a whole bunch of stuff about ourselves. Hold on. Spirit says, the stars, the sky is fake. They are projecting stuff in the sky. Yes, and I have been telling you guys that for a long time. Our sky is now a great big old screen. They can project on it what they want to. That is why the sky is a different color, y'all. And I know they're going to be telling you, believe what you see. Don't believe what you see. If you can't touch it, don't believe what you see. Don't believe it unless you can touch it. I'm telling you, they're going to fake an alien invasion. They're going to fake one. They're going to scare the shit out of a whole bunch of people. You're right, Mildred. A lot of black people passed as white. That's what I was trying to get to, that a lot of white people who think they're white are not white. They're black people who was just real light-skinned and chose to pass as white so that they could escape Jim Crow and live a life like everybody else that doesn't have melanin get to live. Denny says, I bought a book about 10 years ago that has the names Romesburg, and all the people, including me, is in that book, coming down from the Romesburg name. My neighbor borrowed that book, and his name is in there also. Yes, and y'all, I know I'm ranting and I'm flying all over the place, but this is why the Church of Rome has a whole library under the ground, keeping other people from it. Why does Rome have hidden tomes? So that nobody can ever know the real history of anything. Nobody can know the real origins of anything. The Catholic Church is hoarding that, sitting over it, reigning. They have the knowledge of the universe, and they are keeping it for themselves. That is the most diabolical evil there is. Understand, the libraries of Alexandria in Cairo, Egypt, one of the biggest books from giants, because y'all, the giants could read and write. These weren't barbarians. These were educated beings. They wrote giant books that were in giant libraries. And the Romans went and took what they wanted to take and buried it below Rome and burned the libraries to the ground so that the people in the states where those books came from would never know their own history. The biggest evil that has ever been done to us was done by the hands, what was his name? Pope Innocent. The devil himself, Pope Innocent. Whew. Whew. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just yelling. Blue says, I'm not going to be scared of an alien invasion. I'll be out there trying to figure out how to get on the ship. Tell me about it. I'm going to be like, where's my folks? Nibiru, y'all, come get me. Open the door, open the portal. Let me in. Let me in. Linda says, we need to have the ancestry DNA done so it will be on record. So maybe the blood relative who is a child predator can be identified. Anybody remember that Atlanta child murderer? Yeah, I remember that. I lived in Georgia when that was happening. Yes, I do. That dude who was killing all them little black babies. Yeah, all them little black boy children. Yes, I remember that. Greetings, Vivian. Y'all, I'm sorry. If I missed a question, I am so sorry. I'm going backwards now. A-Dub says we may need to recruit the Crips or the Bloods to handle business. The thing is, y'all, we don't need nobody. We don't need nobody to help us. We are the help we have been looking for. It's our mindset. And once we understand, y'all, we are magical beings. Every single freaking one of us has the power to interact with the energy that is around us. That is why we can get electrical shocks. That's why our heart beats without us having to be plugged into something. We are plugged into the ether. We are electromagnetic beings. And as electromagnetic beings have the ability to interact with and affect the electromagnetics of other beings. We can communicate with each other telepathically. Some of us may be able to fly. All of us can move things with our minds. The only reason that people believe that they can't is number one, because we've been told we can't. And number two, because we have been poisoned. Fluoride, number one, to make sure that we never get to switch ourselves completely on. Okay, but there are ways, and what's happening now is, even though they have poisoned us, even though so many people's pineal glands have been completely so calcified, if you dropped them on their head it would shatter, it's reversing by itself. People understand that drinking turmeric or eating turmeric helps decalcify your pineal gland. That singing, throat singing, playing the didgeridoo, playing any type of mouth harps or instruments, harmonicas even. Harmonics, listen to the words. They change the frequency in our bodies. Pick up those little toys. Pick up that harmonica. Blow some tunes. Change your frequency. Change your vibration. Unlock the truest aspect of you. It is possible. There we go. All right, y'all. I am going to get back to my questions over here because I'm only on my second one. Here we go. Now, remember, y'all, if you have questions, and if you have a question and I didn't see it, please put it again in all caps now so that I can find it. All right. Thank you. You're right, spirits. We are all Heinz 57. My second question on paper, y'all, is about Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons is in Bali running from his trafficking and SA accusations. Will Russell Simmons, he's another rich muckety muck who can't seem to keep his penis in his pants or stop touching people who shouldn't be touched. We got a lot of these people who are human traffickers, who are sexual deviants, okay? A lot of them. And guys, the ones that are being identified, understand, look at, these are the ones that got dangled in our faces. These are the stars that got put right in front of us. And now we're seeing that all of these people who made it to the top for one reason, because they're creeps. All of them. Nasty. Devious. Predators. Here we go. Will Russell Simmons come back to America, or will he be brought back to America to face his accusers? Yes or no? We got a yes. We got a yes. Guys, times are changing. Some things are going to happen. Let some things happen. Most of these rich folks are going to find themselves wanting. Yeah, Russell Simmons, Mildred. Russell Simmons. Yeah, and that one, Diddy went after Kimora Lee. Diddy went after her because she spoke after him. Do you know the next day Kimora Lee Simmons' house burnt down? Yes. Russell Simmons hung out with Diddy. Kimora didn't like it. But then her daughter was Russell had his little daughter out there trying to date a 57-year-old man. Kimora Lee spoke out on it the next day. She spoke out on Diddy. Next day, her house burnt down. He tried to kill her. He tried to kill her. Either that or it was a big old message of keep speaking on me and I will do something to you. These people are horrible, horrible, evil, evil people. And most of these people, now these are the lizard people that are the bad ones. And all of these belong to the same tribe. And it don't matter whether they're black or they're white. It don't matter. Color is just a wrapping. These lizard people are wearing human suits. So don't look at the race of the person and say, "Oh my gosh, this is my people." Nah, these are the bad cretins. Spirit says, everyone that's seen the Northern Lights that had never seen it in their state before, it was a projection. Sorry to disappoint you. I went out for 2 nights in a row trying to find them, and I couldn't find it. Greetings, Cass. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the chat. Spirit reading 777. Russell Simmons, yep, Russell Simmons. She says, "Oh no, that's a letdown. I thought he had a spiritual side." Guys, they put people in our face, make you think that they're one thing and they are completely something else. And this is Revelations. Everything is being revealed to us, y'all. Everything is being revealed to us. Wait. Okay. The Catholic Church is collapsing. Yes, it is, spirits. But I hope that we can get in and get them books. I hope that we can get in there because they are sitting on the secrets of the world. They have buried under the Vatican. And I don't know how they allow this to happen, but these are the ones who are running the world, y'all. So when that collapses, when that opens, you want to know what the gates of hell opening up would look like? The Vatican exploding and everybody getting to see what's underneath it. To me, going into the catacomb, the Vatican itself, to me, this is for entertainment purposes only, but this is my own personal belief. The Catholic Church, that Vatican is the gates of hell. I don't know who they're worshiping, but it is not a holy, good deity down there. Them people are the ones that got the whole world messed up. Denny says, how many generations do we have to go back to find out everybody is related to everybody? I don't know. Linda says, reptilians are probably all different colors looking at us. Well, reptilians are, when they're not cloaked. That's the whole thing. The reptilians look like one thing when they're not. And like there are different species of reptilians. So this is the difference. There are some, and I'm going to keep saying this because there are some that are related to the draconians. Now the dragon itself is a benevolent being, a god almost, okay? The draconians, the ones that came from the dragon, from Dracos, from these outside of Sirius, Dracos, those are the ones who have the power. Those are the ones that have the throne. They're the ones that stole the throne. These are the Mountbattens. Okay? They stole it. Those aliens stole the throne from now here. This is why everybody needs to know history. Europa, Queen Europa, where the Europeans take their name to say that Europe means white. Queen Europa was an African queen. Europeans calling themselves Europeans are calling themselves Africans. They are calling them descendants of Queen Europa. They don't even know this. Queen Europa, all of Europe was black. The kings and queens were black. It was black, y'all. They was black, folks. This planet was inhabited by the sun people. The invaders that came to this planet are allergic to the sun. I've said enough. Anything else, you can just look up, and it ain't even a hard look. Just Google Queen Europa, and you'll understand. Once the veils start falling away and the truth is there, it only takes for one to bend over and pluck the truth. But one must bend over and pluck the truth. I could tell you all day what is. Until you look it up for yourself, it means nothing. Thank you, y'all. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Yes, and Queen Charlotte was black, and Queen Charlotte is a Queen Charlotte was not a Mountbatten. Understand that. This is when Queen Charlotte was on the throne. That was before the Mountbattens had stolen the throne, before the Draconians had come and stolen power from our people. Understand? Slavery didn't happen until it was under Queen Elizabeth I. Or is it Queen Mary? Her mother. One of them. It was in the last 300 years. Less than 200 years, actually. But about Queen Charlotte, Meghan, old Harry's wife, is a direct descendant of Queen Charlotte. And that's how the throne will be returned to Africa. Oh, nobody wanted to hear that. Okay, here we go. Next question. Justin Bieber and his wife are expecting their first child. Will Justin and Hailey stay together? Let's ask this question. Is Hailey Bieber actually pregnant this time? Because there's been rumors and rumors and rumors about her being pregnant. Universe creator, spirit guides. Is Hailey Bieber pregnant? Yes or no? Tarot says Hailey Bieber ain't pregnant. Tarot says Hailey Bieber is not pregnant. So I'm going to leave that there. Until I see something that says she actually is, I hear something out of her mouth that says they're expecting, then I'll believe it. But right now, Tarot says that she's not pregnant. Let's go ahead and ask, will Hailey and Justin Bieber stay together? Will Hailey and Justin Bieber stay together? And Tarot gave us a yes. And look, we even got the love card, partnership, love, unity. So yes, Hailey and Justin, they are in love. They will stay together. But Tarot says right now they're not pregnant. All right. Next question is about what do Trump's lawyers actually think about him? Greetings, Joan. Greetings and salutations. Well, let me go up here. Y'all got some good conversations going on up here. Spirit says, why do you think they push religion in churches so much? From years back till now, They were hoping everyone would go to church and become brainwashed to continue to profit off of them. Right after the Crusades, after they murdered people and forced people, because people seem to forget how Christianity came to be. Folks seem to think that everybody was just Christian and that's the way that it's supposed to be. No, people were living their lives doing their own thing. You had people dancing around fires, worshiping the moon. You had people running around naked, worshiping the sun. And then you had the Romans who decided, nah, we're going to make our story and we're going to make the whole world bend to our will. Remember, Rome used to be a country. Rome used to be its own, not just a city in Italy. Rome was Rome. Rome would have been Italy. Now Rome is just a city in Italy. Rome was destroyed. Rome went underground. And underground is exactly where Rome is, under the Vatican. And what they took with them was the knowledge of the world, a whole bunch of money, and a whole bunch of devious people to protect these secrets. These people are down there worshiping a snake. They are worshiping the serpent. And even though the serpent, we have been told, we have been told what to believe. We have been told. They told us what they wanted us to believe. They told us what they wanted us to think things mean. While in the same voice, they're down there doing other things. Rites and rituals, a whole bunch of magic. Colors play a whole lot in it. Why do you think all them people walk around wearing red and white? Why do you think they wear those little circles on their heads? Why do you think they do a lot of the things that they do? Why do you think when they, before Mass, they walk in with that great big old incense? To prepare. It's not to clear out negativity. It is to prepare the space for the energy that they are inviting in. Know why you do the things you do. Know why you believe the things that you believe. And then research if you are so in if you want to understand how we got here. None of us got here voluntarily. People were beaten, murdered into Christianity until it became the norm. And then they rewrote history to make people believe that that's just the way it's supposed to be. And if you go against it, you're a heretic. You're one of the people that they were killing when they were bringing the gospel. God spell. Understand words. Gospel. God spell. Gospel. God spell. We were put under a God spell. They gave us a book and called it the gospel, full of rites, rituals, and a whole lot of witchcraft. But also telling you, you don't mean nothing to the God that you serve. So all your lives, you crawl on your belly, you be humble, you be faithful. And in the end, the God of the Bible may or may not look upon you with love. Because remember, the God of the Bible tells landowners to kill, to murder children, to rip people apart. That's in the Bible. That's in the gospel. The God spell that these Roman people got y'all believing is the words of the actual God, when that actual God resides inside of you. But the Catholic Church told you, no, it don't. The real God is some white dude sitting outside of you in the clouds on a throne, saying that you're not even a person. Understand, y'all. Understand. I'm glad you got it, spirits. I'm glad you got it. Oh, I messed up my bendy and scratching my forehead. There we go. My next question. Whew. Oh, wait. What do Trump's lawyers think about him? Never answered the first one. What do Trump's lawyers think about him? Universe, creator, spirit guys. What do Trump's lawyers think about this cretin? Pregnancy, fertility, motherhood. We got the empress, so they think of him as an emperor, but an empress. I feel like they laugh at him behind his back. We got the swords too. So there's a whole bunch of people. And I feel like this group of people is trying to make a point that money and influence is everything. Truth means nothing. Money and influence are everything. Power is everything. Truth means nothing. That's what I feel these lawyers for Trump are about. They're not, they don't care about the truth. They're trying to make one person's influence and his name make him above the law, make him beyond reproach. They have no respect for him. They're most of them are afraid they're not even going to get paid. This is to see how far they could push this agenda. I'm sorry. That's what I'm getting. These lawyers are literally laughing. How far are we going to be able to push this? How long can we do this before actual law actually has to come in to play at some point? But as long as Merrick Garland and the DOJ are over there saying, nah, this is fine. All of this is a distraction, y'all. This is just to keep you from looking at other stuff. Ain't none of this real. Ain't none of this real. If it was real, Donald Trump would be in jail. He would have been in jail 3 years ago. He would have been in jail. Somebody would have arrested his ass on January 6th when he started that damn riot, because that's what should have been done. Donald Trump should have been arrested on January 6th for inciting a riot. He should be charged with the murder of Ashley Babbitt because he sent her to die. You're right. Vivian, you are absolutely right. Watch the words you speak and put into the air and environment. Every word you speak. Speaking are spells. When we talk, we're casting spells. When we say we hate somebody or we wish somebody would die, you just cursed somebody to the grave. And it's intention that matters. So yes, watch your words. Watch what you say. Watch what you think. And especially watch that finger. This magic wand right here, watch that. When you point that finger at somebody, whatever your intentions are at that moment, whether it actually happens or not, you send that energy into the universe and it will keep going until it hits something. And then guess what? It will return back to you. So every time you wish evil upon somebody, in the end, you're wishing evil upon yourself. Be careful about what you wish for. All right. My next question. A Russian apartment building was hit by fire. Several people were unalived. Russia has removed and replaced its defense minister, Shoigu. Will Shoigu be put to death? Will Russia put Shoigu to death after this Russian apartment building was hit? Yes or no? We got a yes on that one. So Shoigu's days are numbered. The Kremlin is coming for him. And look, this is the Kremlin card. The Kremlin is coming for that dude. He better run. My next question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Was Judge Cannon and her husband involved in Epstein's sex trafficking ring? Spirit says that Cannon's husband belongs to some type of mafioso. Universe creator, spirit guide. Was Judge Cannon or her husband in any way complicit in or have anything to do with Epstein's Island? Yes or no? Tarot says yes, and we got the Empress on that again. This Empress is floating up to the top of this deck, y'all. Okay, here we go. Next question, Spirits Beyond the Stars. This is kind of a long one, but this is a good story. Here we go. Spirits Beyond the Stars says, when I was 20 years old, I moved home after leaving my husband. The next door neighbors had a Hispanic guy living with them. One day, they invited me to Thunderbird Lake. I agreed to go with them. Once there, the Hispanic guy started making sexual advances to me. I said no. And then the guy held her underwater and punched her in her right ear. When she came out of the water, blood and water were pouring out of her ear. This guy had busted her eardrum, lots of pain. And the people who took her there wouldn't take her home for over an hour. Anyway, months later, the ATF, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, and the FBI surrounded the next door neighbor's house and took the guy away. The guy had murdered a woman in California. Spirits Beyond